Hello, hello again. Guess what? I'm learning chords. What are the chords all about? I'm sure you've heard chords before. The jazz chords, wow, they give you a lot of harmonic content to explore. And I must admit, getting down this path has been quite a challenge, a little bit. I've been kicking and screaming most of the time. I think what you got to do is get your attitude right and realize that the only way to get to a mountaintop is to start climbing. And here, this week at least, I'm starting to work on uh, 23 of the essential jazz chords from my resource that I'm using. Right in the description, you can see the link to what I'm using. I'm on page 8, and what I'm going to demonstrate is where I'm headed with all of this, because I begin to think about what harmonic content I could use for songwriting, for playing different tunes, and being able to have access to all the different possible tonalities within the tune. Instead of just playing it in one position, I can have multiple positions. So I'm going through that process right now. So what am I starting with? Well, I'm starting with, in my resource, uh, Central Jazz Chords on page 8, major 7th voicings, major 6th voicings, uh, minor 7th voicings, minor 6th voicings, dominant 7th voicings. Well, so these are kind of the foundational chords that I'm learning, which has given me insights to think about my own approach. What is my approach? I want to play, but I want to be able to, I need something to draw upon, so I'm trying to learn these chords. So let me get through a couple of them. And I think I'll start with playing a major 7th chord. Can you hear that? Let me turn it up. Yeah, that's not bad. There's different ways to play these things. Kind of a major 7th type of chord. And as you can hear, they all sound a little bit different, but they have the same kind of uh, foundation to them. The other thing I like about what I'm trying to learn is to always be musical, play musical. Even if I learn one chord, like a major 7th voicing, very common, I can move around the neck by just being. And then change between the chord types. Now, I'm practicing this kind of thing every day because I don't have all the chords. When I look through all these in my resource, there's 23 chords broken up across those 5 areas, right? So I have so what I'm doing is really just trying to have a musical way of practicing, right? And next time I'll hook up my little drum machine to have a little rhythmic background. But this is sort of the first ones to learn that I'm learning. And now I knew a few of them already, but I'm really trying to explore getting deeper into it and realizing that, you know what, this is going to give me everything I need. So if I play this minor 6 chord, I'm just looking at I'm not naming the notes because the diagram here is pretty slick because it's giving me the fingering, and I'm trying to train my hearing to uh, catch the tonalities. So it's good to play them individually, together, and then with some kind of rhythmic thing I'm doing. Walking them up and down the neck. And if you know this, I just played the individual notes of that minor 6 chord because I'm trying to see where that the brokenness of the chord is there. The brokenness of the chord. It's a sad chord, I guess. Uh, they call it arpeggio, right? So what I'm trying to do is economize my learning by trying to play chords that I can play individually, play the single notes, and to add other notes to it to kind of give it that whatever that jazzy flavor is. And so I'm going through all these. And there's 5 major 6-chord voices in the basic chords. I got 6 major 7th chords to get under my fingers. Minor 7th. Yeah, I'll play one of those, I guess. This one. Here's another type of chord. Give me a second to kind of get it going. Wait a second. I think I'm missing a note there. Nope, that doesn't sound right. There it is. So I'm going through this minor 7th change, and there it is. No, there it is. You're just going to have to work through it. That's what I'm doing. That's a minor 7th chord. That's one chord. So my whole attitude is trying to make this arduous process to, to play musical, to investigate, to play all the tones in the chord, and to switch between chord types of the same type, like switch between a minor 6 voicing, 2 different ones, and then mix it up. Switch between a minor 7th, minor 6 dominant, and kind of do that thing all up and down the neck. I mean, I'm just, there's no rules, right? Learn how you learn, but this is my process. I'm having fun with it too because it doesn't, even though there's a lot of chords to pick up, I'm getting them under my fingers, but you really don't know them until you can apply them in a context. That's what I'm learning. So I'm kind of working through these. And then, again, I'm on page 8 and 9. This is where they're all spread out. But it sounds really good when you get them under your fingers because now you can hear the different ways to play. Oh, I need to play this chord down here instead of up here, And from there, just going to trudge on. And next time, on our next video, hopefully I can get through some of this, I'll start looking at the extensions and maybe show some of the other things that show where my progress is at. With mixing up between these different chord structures to play them all in different combinations. Yeah, that's the goal. So hopefully you got something out of what I'm learning. And hopefully it inspires you to kind of, hey, pick up your guitar, start digging in, get the resource, follow along, and let's learn together because that's what I'm doing. I have not arrived yet, but it's all about the journey, people. All right, have a great day. That was jazzy, wasn't it?